Hi everyone, I hope you're having a fabulous day. I wanted to take some time today to talk to you about living or existing. Which one are you doing, and do you even know the difference between the two? I think sometimes, myself included, we can get caught up in our day, in our week, in our life so much that we don't even take the time to think about what's really going on in this day, this week, this life. And have you even thought about, well, am I really living or am I just existing? Right? They sound very much the same, but they are very different. Before I get too much into the whole living versus existing thing, I want to step back and take a moment to talk about our biggest fear, which is the unknown, right? All our different fears that we have really stem down to one big giant fear. It's the fear of the unknown, right? That's where the fear of death comes from in. Anything that we don't know creates this discomfort within us. And it doesn't feel good. And I get it and I agree, and it doesn't feel good. But that discomfort is the only way that we can learn to grow and to really live. I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. But first, let's just step back and look at what we have created so far, because we have created our own environment and our own feelings and experiences that we're having right now. It's really easy to blame others or the environment, but really we've created what we're sitting in right now. And it's because of our attachment to comfort. We have become a society that has done everything and anything we can to make every experience as comfortable as possible, as pain-free as possible, right? And that sounds really good, and the intention behind that is fabulous, but it's not growth promoting, right? We have, we're not stimulating our minds. We're not activating our bodies like we could. In some ways, we're starting to get better, but if you think about it, we would stimulate our minds with books. And now we're on our phones and our iPads, and there is value in that to some degree, but we've gotten so lazy that, we can't even get up to turn the TV on. Some of us don't even remember not ever having a remote. I guess I'm dating myself a bit here, but, we've gotten so comfortable even in the sense that we don't even go to our devices to look something up anymore. It's just, hey, Google, and the answer's right there, right? We don't have to do anything. We're just creating this world where everything just falls into place. We don't even have to think. We don't have to do anything. And to me, that's just slowly dying. That's not living. Okay, so when we have these times in life that create discomfort, right? When things are out of sorts and there's a new kind of stimulant brought into our environment, it's like, oh, I can't deal with this. Right? And it's scary, and I get that. I've been there. I still am confronted with those situations all the time as well. But here's the thing. Every single one of us, what the soul really desires is to move through this whole journey of life and to experience as much as possible, right? We always want more. We think if I just get this, I'll be happy. We get that. We still want more. We are always going to want more. We are ever expanding conscious beings. That is what we are. In order for us to continually be expanding, we need to break down those barriers and knock down those walls. But we have put these things in place, to feel safe and to feel comfortable and secure. And as long as everything is in order, life is great. Okay? And maybe it's comfortable, but are you actually living? And I'm going to argue and say at that point, when you're just in your space and you're comfortable and you're not letting anything in and everything is okay, I would say you're just existing. You're not living. Living is when we move towards and through those experiences that are uncomfortable, right? That is change. Especially if you're not feeling very good in life or you want more, you recognize that the only way to create something new or to have a different outcome is for something to change. That discomfort in life is the only door to change, which is the only way to learn, to grow, and to expand, and to truly live, right? If you think even everything so far that you've learned, the stuff that you are comfortable with, at some point you had to go through some awkwardness or through some discomfort in order to start to feel comfortable with the things right now, right? Whether that's, this anxiety of going into a new job, or, even back when you were a kid, just going into school, that was scary for some of us for the first time, right? But after a while, it just becomes a comfortable thing. Or, a job or a relationship, whatever it is. Sometimes we go into things and they feel awkward at first. They can feel scary. But if we go through it with the best intentions, with clear thoughts, without bringing the past or allowing fear to drive us through it, we can come through and either find something so rewarding, so beautiful, or if nothing else, the worst case scenario, you have learned and you have grown and you have evolved. That is living. So how do you know if you're living or existing? For some of you, maybe just this sharing of information makes it clear. But one way that you can maybe test yourself, when you go to bed tonight, before you close your eyes, maybe ask yourself, if I don't wake up tomorrow, before I close my eyes, can I go to sleep feeling like that I said everything I wanted to say to the ones I love, that I have forgiven the people that I have held grudges against? Do I have any regrets? Or do I really feel like I went after everything I wanted to do? And sadly, myself included, probably many of us would not be able to really, genuinely be able to say, yeah, I feel like I did all that. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That right there, just that process of asking and doing that life audit and bringing that awareness, you just went through your first little bit of discomfort, of opening yourself up to change, because now you have brought an opportunity where you can now write those things down, and maybe tomorrow when you wake up, first of all, be grateful that you woke up, and then maybe start to tackle some of those things on that list, right? Do the work. Live your life. It's what you're here for. I know it's scary. I go through those times too. I guess I've been fortunate in growing up in a family with RCMP, moving around a lot. I was somewhat forced into having to adjust to change. And it was scary as a kid, and there was times where I hated it. But I look back now and actually love change now. Even though it's scary sometimes, I love it. And the more you can embrace it and trust that there will be something good that comes out of it. Maybe not your ultimate desired outcome, but something good, something you can take away. Trust that. And I promise you, you will then continue to grow, to evolve. You will enrich your life so much. You will open yourself to bring abundance. Okay? So stop existing. Don't just settle. Don't keep yourself in that safe little bubble. Go out there and live your life. Maybe you have another one after this, but as far as I know, all I'm knowing and remembering right now is this one right here, right now. Let's not waste any more time. Start living your life. Have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.